Yo, what's up, guys? It's Yash Kumar Sharma, and good evening, guys. And this is my first video of explanation of any AI agent. So I hope I try my best to explain the whole code. So first of all, I have made an language translation AI agent. So briefly, I will explain all the cells. That's how it's working and what are its purposes and what LLM models and agents that I used in this uh, language translation AI agent to build my successfully my AI agent model. So first of all, set up an authentication. So this is the very basic step that we have already uh, that we have already taught in this 5-day AI intensive course. So basically Gemini API key that we are creating a API key from Google AI Studio, and many code uh, and many coding part are done in this cell. So environmental setup and Gemini API key, this Gemini API key, and there are many ADK components that uh, any dictionary list optional. That's many important parts that help us to build a successful language translation AI model. Basically, this model translates Nepalese and Sinhalese language to English. Basically, in some parts of our Asian country, that Sri Lanka, that Sinhalese language comes from Sri Lanka, and Nepalese from Nepal. That suppose any tourist visit these places like Sri Lanka or Nepal, so they are unable to understand their language, because we all know that common language is English all over the world. So basically I have made this model so that any tourist or any people who visit these places like Sri Lanka or Nepal can understand their language in English translation form. So here is this memories and services that it stores are it stores are basically that we are going to give the any prompt, so that it stores the previous data, and if any user wants to decode that previous content, so that it can recall from the previous data for the latest data. So station services is helpful in this part. And uh, and uh, basically I have used Google ADK runners and many Google ADK libraries. So there are many built-in tools like Google search, which might uh, helpful in any, suppose any Nepali language like Sangaicha, it means how are you. It basically decode these languages using Google search. Basically Google libraries are useful in these cases. So here is my first cell, that ADK components imported successfully, Google ADK components. So this cell runs successfully. I have already tested and built this model in the previous days, and many challenges I have faced in this in building this AI agent. So our next step is custom tool and memory implementation. So this uses and custom tools like context compaction, which is used to summarize search result or large text to take safe token usage. Basically, the, suppose suppose take an example of any chatbot. There are number of parameters, say billions or millions of parameters. So token basically is a type of basically our machine language understand words in the form of tokens. So many linguistic analyzer tool, the core linguistic tool for low resource analysis, and memory, and most important is this memory bank setup initializes the long-term memory. Means suppose LSTM models long short-term memory, which help us to store data for a longer period of time. And if suppose any user wants to uh, search any latest data based on the previous data, it helps in that case. So here is the code of the second cell, that memory bank memory. Basically it helps in the long-term memory session store. And I have made this code that class memory. Some many errors are found, many errors I have faced in making this AI agent. So some cases I have used uh, like chat gpt or this to resolve my problems. So in the case of libraries imported or any API key or means any, like I have used ngrok, that has many, that I have faced lot of challenges from ngrok. And basically I have made this all the code, to be honest. So uh, the cell 4 is used for custom tool that context compaction and sorry, and summarizes long text for context compaction. And linguistic analyzer, it performs morphological analysis on low resource languages text. And memory bank setup, used to store memory data of the previous prompt or anything else. So this is also run successfully in my Kaggle notebook. So our next cell is agent definitions and specializations, that which type of agents we are used to build this model. Language translation, role of features, LLM initialization, Gemini models, language classifier, agent identifies the source language, MCP. uh, Basically this is directly linked to our Gemini 1.5 Flash, the basic AI agent launched by Google in previous months, or in previous days, in previous months, sorry. So this like guys, you are seeing this part, it is written just for testing the agents for approvals and responses. Basically I have tested this model, but it it somewhere I have found many errors and I have tried to resolve that errors. So I came to know that we have to uh, do it another way of setting this LLM initializations. So this is our classifier agent, just for testing the for approvals and responses. So basically this don't need, that's why I have commented all these codes. So basically our code is this main code, that we have imported many any list optional libraries fields and Google libraries import agent, you have seen in my screen. And if fallback, if ADK is not installed. Fallback there is, if ADK is not means, if ADK library is not found in this Kaggle notebook or something else, that it gives an fallback error or sometimes warning. So this are defining our model Gemini 1.5 Flash. And the agent classes, that classifier agent which classifies any suppose any word or any Nepali word or Sinhalese word, it basically classifies that word and translate into meaningful English words or sentences. Okay, specialist agent, translator agent, which translates Nepalese or any Sinhalese language which was unable to decode in normal way, that it translates it into meaningful English words. Refinement agent means how it refines our word. Suppose as we have suppose a child learns English and he has written all the words or paragraph in a correct way, but he has done some mistakes like pronunciations or any uh, tense error or any this. So these are refinement agent. It refines our code, refines our model to give uh, a more corrected way answer to the user. So these are agents class defined successfully, and these are logic custom loop agent, and many that I have told you that classifier agent, specialist agent, translator agent, refinement agent, LLM model, large language models, that plays a very important role in this language AI agent to translate languages or refine the words or tokens understand by the machines. Orchestration logic, refinement condition, this is a very main orchestration logic. In it lies the custom loop agent, master orchestra. The orchestra tool is a very plays a very crucial part in this language translation AI model. And some exceptions, like if program gives any error or this, so it informs the user that something is missing or something is what we have to import libraries or any changes. So this is also has run successfully. Multi-agent orchestration, basically loop agent, RNN models something. It uh, gives a uh, feedback loop. So suppose uh, some user gives any query, a user gives any prompt that I have to translate this Nepali word into English. So based on the, if model has done this thing earlier of same prompt, so it first of all recall the previous memory, and then it's uh, building a loop, so that it gives a more informative answer and more informative and refinement answer, and it gives in a uh, more and it gives more accuracy and also takes less time. And the next child is agent run and observability. So these are the something like setup that we have done in the earlier sales that I have shown to you. Agent run, agent evaluation and tracing run, and the most important thing, that launch ADK web UI, that session and runner setup. That's all the setup plans, that orchestration and how to set up, because this plays a very crucial role in the language translation agent. Agent evaluation and tracing, that how the agent decode this Nepali word. Long running operations, that and this is a fallback code. Robust message retrieval, long running operations, and this all basically preparation for the launching of web UI. Basically I have used Google ADK, Google ADK web UI, and a dummy entry point for checking our result that it's correctly running or not. So this is also has run successfully, and this is our basically the logic part. Import OS and the tools, and the agent classes that I have told you earlier in the previous cells: translator agent, refinement, custom loop agent, and custom sequential agent. And initialization, that this I have told you in the previous code. And set up the tunnel, this is the more important part that I have faced many challenges in NGROK. Basically NGROK provides you the basically the authentication key. Without this authentication key, your whole code and whole logic would be a waste. Without this you cannot set up the tunnel, means the connection between web UI interface and suppose how agent interacts with web UI interface. So basically this is our code, and you can how to get NGROK authorized token to dashboard. You have to basically sign up in the NGROK dashboard, and here you can see that your authorized token in the left hand side, and in the top, and after clicking on the your authorization token, window will open, and in the middle part of the window it will say your authorized token. You have to just copy and paste in the ngrok token, but first you have to install this py-ngrok. Basically it is a library which helps us to uh, import, has to connect Google ADK web UI interface. So this is a time that how model respond in which, in how much time, that py-ngrok, ngrok, these are all the important libraries to connect to the uh, web UI interface. And basically I faced this challenge, the Ghostbuster challenge. Basically if I run this code or this cell, so there is a problem if, inside this in this cell, that if ghost detection is observed, so basically this cell is not running on our main URL like localhost or this if that it gives a certain URL link, but this certain URL link if we click, so this is not going to give us the correct user interface UI. Basically it gives an error, ngrok error. So I have to fix this ghost hunting, that I have to kill, I have to give the syntax to kill the operating system level to not for detecting this ghost ghost ghostbuster services. pkill and 990, these are the most important command to overcome this problem. And ngrok.kill, and these are all the logic for launching our ADK web UI. And basically this is our authorized token, ngrok. This is the most important thing. Without this thing you are unable to test the AI agent. And this is another way of ngrok server to connect. Basically the process is same, but some changes are observed. I have commented this part. This also has run successfully. So you can see that. Suppose you already UI link. Okay. But you have to copy this link first, and you have to run in this, and you have to run in the Google ADK Web UI interface, aside by Google. You have to run this cell, and I have how to access the agent to translate Nepalese. That I have given the whole description. You can find thing that you have to paste the link to the ngrok link and API based URL. You have to paste this also, and go to your ADK code, and open the source code folder when you install the agent development kit. Paste the link, replace this with the ngrok link, and API based URL, copy this link, and the final touch is launch the ADK server. Basically I have working on this also, because I have commented this part, that I have faced many problems in this of running this code, that I have commented this. That's a process. Basically this is the correct code. And Gemini key, that you have to use it, and secret, that you have to paste your Google Gemini key here. Pop-up interface will come in a few seconds, and you have to uh, copy your Gemini API link. That API key you find from the Google AI Studio. Okay. And after running this cell, uh, this uh, this all we started, that ADK web server started for local setting that app. And if you stop running this cell, it will give an application shutdown complete. So basically here is my model code, and you have to and you have to just copy this link, and you have to paste it in the Google ADK web UI interface to access my AI agent. So basically this is my short models or short project that made me uh, more realistic, and I have enjoyed this course, 5-day AI agent course, and the model that I have made very brief full idea. So thank you, Kaggle, for giving me this golden opportunity. And I have learned a lot of things from this 5-day intensive AI agent, and I have learned many AI agent, loop AI agent, custom AI agent, and LLM models. So thank you.